And I looked at it, and what I saw was a blank canvas. I was an artist. There's so many possibilities of what I could do. The history behind the mustache all began this past July. I was a coach on a swim team, and on a swim team you usually don't shave till the last meet. And it's not really a bet, but I was kind of egged on to believe that perhaps I shouldn't shave. And I decided, why not grow a mustache? I mean, I tried before, didn't turn out too well, it's kind of gross, but you know, I think I was mature enough, and looking back at it, I do believe I was, where I could really do that now. I could really grow a mustache and it could be a real thing. So that's really how it began.
I'm Zach Harmon. I am Josh Harmon's brother. I have known Josh quite literally for all his life. This summer we both were coaches on separate swim teams. Been shaving for about 4 years. We've grown close over Josh's experience over his masterpiece. I remember when Josh first approached me about this project, it's unlike anything I've ever heard before. It was entirely new. So I guess this really starts back with when he decided to really view his face as more than just a presentation to somebody else. His face was a masterpiece waiting to be transformed. He walked on the pool deck the first time, and I remember thinking, wow, he looks like the biggest, gayest cowboy I've ever seen. And I stepped back and said, no, that's not what it is. His face was purely an art form.
Well, hello, my name is Ted Ferguson, and I happen to be an expert in beardology, if you'd like to know. Josh's mustache, oh yes, what a fine specimen of a mustache. Nice and fluffy, a little patchy at times, but true to the very end.
And as the months went by, about 2 months actually, more like 8 weeks, but as time went by, I realized I'm going to have to shave this eventually. There'll be a point in time where I won't be able to keep this, and that point was that 8 weeks, 2 months I was into it.
I remember when he told me that his masterpiece would have to be taken down, that it had grown beyond anything he'd ever dreamed or anything that he was thought possible. And I remember that our mother was extremely upset. She just couldn't believe that it was coming to an end, that it would be no more.
I became a little depressed, to be in all honesty. I was a little depressed. I mean, it was an expression for me, as a work of art. It's what defined me for the longest time. I mean, I'll never be able to have the same hair on my face again.
And I remember having this one night we were sitting down, we were eating French fries. And I asked him, and I looked at him, and I said, you know, are you sure you want to be doing this? Is this something you're sure that, you know, it's the right thing to do? Because there's no coming back from it once this is final, once the hair goes down the drain. It's just, you know, you can't come back from that.
Appearances aside, I do believe this is the right choice. And as I said, I'm apprehensive, I'm nervous, I'm scared, but I know this is the right thing for me to move on.
I remember he looked at me in the eye and he said, no, this is the right thing to do. As soon as he said that, I knew that one day his name would be against those like Picasso, Michelangelo, Donatelli. If he's an artist or not, but it sounds Italian. So once we finally decided that this was the thing to do and how we were going to do it, everything was in order. All we had left to do it. And I remember that night I saw him before, the night before, and I've never seen him so nervous before.
The time has come. I am going to shave a mustache. I've had much deliberation. I've talked to people, and I've decided that I have to do this alone. It's just going to be me and my mustache, nothing else, nothing more. I think this would be the best way to do it. It's been looking at me, I'm looking at it, and I don't know what to say. This is going to be hard for me. I'm going to miss it. It's like I'm cutting off my arm. It's hard. I don't know how. I've talked with experts. We decided that tube-lid disposable is going to be the proper tool for this job, and I've been warned of the dangers of what's involved. But I think it's time. I need to do this.
Studies, we realized that this is a life-threatening situation. He had a very sharp razor next to his neck. If he twitched a lot, he could severely nick his skin. If you were to severely nick your skin enough, say 3 or 4 or 5 or at least 20 times, you could lose enough blood where you'd have to stop and put a band-aid on.
The correct shaving method of a mustache is very precise. If you do it wrong, it will fuck everything up. So first you take a razor firmly in hand, you go like this, and then you shave. Calmly. It was a mustache of mustaches. I liked it. And it liked me. We had many long conversations while Josh was asleep. It was beautiful.